On our course homepage, you'll find the course syllabus. This document is rich with information, and you should be sure to take advantage of reading over it in the first week of the class to make sure you understand what this course is trying to do to help you with your writing. As you review the page, you'll find there's a good amount of contact information at the top of the page. How to contact me via email, where my office is in the Writing Center, which is building 3 behind the statue of Gandhi, my Skype information if you want to meet virtually, as well as my office hours. While these might change throughout the semester, you know at the start of the semester my availability. I don't plan on reading the document to you, as I trust that you'll do that, but I want to sum up and point out some important information here. The idea of the course is a pretty simple one. This course calls on you to examine and reflect upon your writing practices to find out, almost in a stress test kind of way, where you're strong, where you think you could strengthen some of your habits. What are your habits? Have you thought about when you write, why you write, when you revise, and how you do those things? Do you have a process that you're cognizant of or that you just intuit and follow because it's worked before? This course is going to call on you to generate a good deal of written work to put in front of others' eyes, to get feedback on, and to revise and to repeat. Good writing doesn't happen by sitting down in front of a computer screen generally, writing a document and submitting it. Instead, drafts take place. We go through many drafts, and this course will ask you to do that. So be sure to read over that information at the top of the page. Our course also is going to operate with a learning contract, which I explain more in depth in a separate video, but understand that if you satisfy this content in your learning contract, you can't do worse than a B in the course. So this course asks you to demonstrate your expertise by completing work and values your effort as much as your ability to write. The course materials you'll need for this class include, this is not a book. I may refer to this as a course reader. McGraw-Hill's Connect license, Writing Matters, and the Unif Guide to Writing. For Connect, be sure that if you've used it in the past, you already have a code and account. If you haven't used it in the past, your copy of Writing Matters comes with an access code. So be sure to log in and use that in the first few weeks of the class to make sure your code works. Finally, student and instructor responsibilities. Here you're going to see some information that I think you'll probably value more than the rest. The amount or the value of assignments. So for example, the rhetorical reading notes are each worth 1%. Each summary is worth 5%, each project 10%. And so within each module then, you can see how these things are valuable. You'll also complete Connect assignments, 4 of them throughout the first 2 modules. You need to be sure to attend one conference with me or a graduate assistant during the course of each module. You want to make sure also that you're participating in the peer review conversations. This is that moment where you interact with your peers to seek and to receive feedback. I also ask that you check your email and course announcements daily. This is how we communicate primarily, so you want to make sure that you're checking that, getting good information consistently. Finally, instructor responsibilities. Just as you have responsibilities, I make sure that you understand that I have them as well. When you email me, generally I respond pretty quickly, but Monday through Friday you should expect no more than 40 hours to pass before you hear from me. If you submit work, I try to make sure you get feedback on that work within 4 to 5 days, if not sooner. When you do get feedback on that work, you're going to receive 3 different kinds of feedback generally from me. Rubric scores, numbered 0 through 6. Spot feedback, that is something I think you might consider a certain spot in your writing. Or more discursive or lengthy explanations of overall quality. So these 3 different kinds of writing feedback. Number 4 here kind of reproduces number 8 above, but I use the announcements feature to email you and to share information with you. So do stay abreast of information by checking your email daily. For every assignment, I make sure to offer really specific evaluation criteria so you understand how you're being scored and graded for each assignment, and you understand why it is that you're receiving the remarks that you are. And finally, take advantage of the office hours. I know you're only required to have 3 different meetings throughout the semester, but students who generally take advantage of the office hours do better in the class. Go figure. we might guess because you have a conversation going and you can ask more specific questions, you probably are producing writing or something that's in conversation with the instructor's suggestions. So take advantage of the office hours. If you don't understand something, stop by, see me, schedule a meeting, whatever you want to do. My time is your time in this course, so be sure to seek out information as you need it.